Hi, I'm gonna tell you a little bit about rabbits, I guess. Like if you don't know why they make like grinding noises with their teeth, because like sometimes you know how you grind your teeth in your sleep. Well, sometimes they do that, but that's what, like most of the time that's because they're in pain or they're sick, and yeah, and uh, as you can see right now, there's Charlie, and he licks me constantly. And that is because he trusts me, and it's a sign of affection for rabbits. Uh, Another thing, I know this one's kind of weird, but if your rabbit starts to like hump your arm or just hump random things, maybe it's time for you to get them a little friend or something. And if you don't get them a friend, you'll most likely have to get them fixed for them to stop. Unless it was just like a phase or something, right? Because, yeah. Um, if you ever. One thing you should know about rabbits is that you can't, like, I know everyone's like, oh, rabbits love carrots, which they do love carrots. But, uh, if you give a rabbit one of them big, giant, fat meat rabbits, you have, you're only supposed to give them a baby carrot, like one little tiny baby carrot per week. Because before we had a bunch of rabbits and we gave them too many carrots, and that's what ended up killing some of them, and we didn't know what was going on, so my mom looked it up, and yeah. And yeah. And yeah, and if you have chickens and rabbits, you don't do not do not put chickens and rabbits together, because the thing about that is, sorry about my stuffy nose, but yeah, it's just allergies. Yeah, the thing about having chickens and rabbits together is uh, if a rabbit ends up eating chicken poop or is like kind of around it or something, it will kill your rabbit or make them extremely sick. And another way to find out if your rabbit is sick is if their stomach is bloated and their poo is like a clear or like a brownish like goo, kind of like a boogery look. You know, when you have a stuffy nose. Yeah, I know it's kind of gross, but yeah. And one thing that's pretty okay, to know if your rabbit's like scared or anything. I'll show you on Charlie. He's just kind of chilling right now. But like if they have their ears like straight back like this, like on their back, his aren't, because well he's just, you know, he's just chilling and whatever, right? And if if he has one ear down and one ear up, that means he's listening to just one thing. If he has both of them up, sorry, that means he's listening. No. When he has both of them up, he's listening to one thing. When he has one down and one up, he's listening to two different things. Um, and sometimes rabbits will make like a little cooing noise. It's really weird, but it's kind of cute at the same time, and that just means that they're really happy and they're just like in a good mood and everything. And like sometimes you'll see a rabbit like just laying down on its side, and like you'll think that it's dead, and but it's not. It's just their way of just relaxing, kind of like when you have a long day at school or at work or something, and you just like want to lay in your bed and you're just like ah, right? And that's pretty much what they do. Um, yeah. You can also potty train your rabbit. That's what I do with Charlie when I have him in his pen. He uses the bathroom in like just like a box thing. And yeah, it's not that hard to train them. All you have to do is put a box wherever they use the bathroom and take a little bit of their, you know, stuff and put it in it. And then after a while they'll get used to it. And yeah. What else can I tell you? If your rabbit sheds a lot, that's just a normal thing because they shed like 3 or 4 times a year, and like it makes a mess everywhere. And yeah, and like there's a bunch of different breeds of rabbits and everything, and you know, if you need like anything about like rabbits or chickens or even dogs, you could just comment on the video and I will make a video for you. And even like I could like tell you what you need for chickens, or like what's the best like laying breed, or the best breed to hatch babies, because sometimes they don't, because there's some breeds and they'll lay the eggs and then they'll just go away and they won't sit on the eggs until they hatch. Um, but yeah, that's just about it. Oh, and when your rabbit's pregnant, that's one other thing. Um, when if you need to move the baby first, before you touch the baby, you have to take some of her fur and or like her fur or her poop or something, and you have to like rub it on your hands so then your hands smell like her, because if you touch the baby and and it doesn't, like if you touch the baby and it smells like a human instead of the rabbit, the mother will kill it. Like she won't hesitate at all. Um, and yeah, and when a rabbit has babies, you'll usually see like little clusters of poop instead of like just little tiny round ones. And you should just like leave that there, because the mother rabbits are supposed to eat that part, because there's a lot of like nutrients and stuff in it. I know it's really weird. Um, Again, sorry for the stuffy nose. It's just allergies, and yeah, I know it's not fun. Um, yeah, so that's I think that's about everything for now. Um, yeah. Um, Sometimes rabbits will jump in the air. Yeah, sometimes rabbits they will, they'll just like randomly just do a little hop in the air, and that's just kind of like a hop of joy kind of thing. Like, but yeah, and like you could teach them a bunch of tricks. Like you could teach them to play dead, or you could be like, oh, come here, and they'll come. They'll just do do do. Um, right now I'm teaching Charlie kind of how to get up on things, and telling him to come whenever I say. I'm gonna teach him a few other things too. Um, and the funny thing is, Charlie loves celery with peanut butter, and yep, yeah, and he just loves vegetables and everything, but if you don't wash them, he will not eat them. And yeah, and another thing, don't put boys together when there's girls running around, because the boys will fight, because Charlie was in a separate pen. Like there's pens that are like standing up off the ground, and then there's like three separate pens. And Charlie was in one, and then there's another boy in another one, and it was just wiring that was separating them. And they started fighting because like they could smell the girls just running around underneath, and they fought and he lost his bottom lip. But anyways, that's everything. Bye.